time. Y'all want to get ready with me today. I have some things to do. So there's no need to waste the makeup, no need to waste the footage. We might as well do this together. So I've already washed my face and done my skin regimen. Of course, if you were on live last night, you heard me discuss where the scar tissue on my skin has come from. So that's healing, it's doing well, it's coming along. But in the meantime, I love makeup either way. Okay, so I've already cleaned the face and done my little routine. So now I'm going to prime my face using this Ruby Kisses. One sec, y'all. I'm back. Had a little bit of watery eye going on. Don't look at this ugly smock. This is my makeup smock. This is what I throw on when I don't want to get makeup on my clothes, but I want to go ahead and do my makeup. Okay, so now I'm going to reinforce the Ruby Kisses primer with this Clean Color Matte Blur Stick from Dollar Tree. Integer, hello. Ronika, hi. Hi. Welcome, welcome. So glad to see you. This matte blur stick helps smooth out my skin. As I told you in the last video, I have a lot of scar tissue from picking my skin after my accident. Just out of nervousness, I would pick in places where there was nothing there. The scar is from here to here where my head was actually, hi Gio. The scar was here to here where my head was split open. I experienced a trauma and it's healing well. The picking came afterwards, the nervousness, the thought of it. So, nonetheless, Ronika, hi. Oh, that's you again, Ronika. Okay. So the blur stick helps to smooth things out. Now I'm going to set my face using this Ruby Kisses setting spray. I know we don't have on any makeup yet, but it helps to, hi Spongy Gold, it helps to set the makeup as you go so it's not greasy as you go along. Of course, y'all know these products are all Dollar Tree, Dollar General, maybe a little CVS, maybe a little beauty supply, but everything is on a budget. We are in an economy where it is not advantageous to keep running to Ulta to get $900 worth of makeup. Thank you. Thank you. I just threw it together. Um, just threw the hair together. Okay, so now that we have that on, it's time to do the brows. Now, y'all, this is going to look a little crazy what I'm about to do. So, I've been using brow gel to set the brows because the brow gel keeps them laid and straight. But I accidentally bought black brow gel this time, LA Colors, Dollar Tree. So when I put it on, it looks like I drew on a freaky, crazy eyebrow. But it works, okay? So I'm just going to put on a dab, and then I'm going to use my spoolie to smooth that out. Just a dab. Just a dab on each side. Then I'm going to take the spoolie end of the brow pencil, and I'm going to shape the wild hairs. Now my eyebrows look thin, but they're actually not. Sometimes you have a lot of invisible hairs, fine hairs that you can't see. And when we fill in the eyebrows, the goal is to fill in those fine hairs, not to just draw an eyebrow from here to here to here. And we know that happens, but we're not trying to do that. That is not the goal. The goal. See how well that works? It just lays the eyebrow hairs right on down. Lets you know what you're working with. And y'all, I don't arch because mine are so thin. I arch with concealer. That's my arch. There's no need to rip off the little bit of hair you have. No need to do that. I am from Suffolk, Virginia, originally, but thank you for asking, Spongy Gold, but I've lived all around. I used to work at NASA, where I did information technology, so I'm a hidden figure. I used to do the architecture for the supercomputers that gets the climate data from the satellites in space. So I had to do a lot of DC, Northern Virginia, Norfolk, Virginia, all types of places. I've been to New York. I've lived in Arlington, DC, DMV, like just all over. But mainly Southeast. So now I'm going to take my brow pencil and I'm going to trace the bone that's underneath the brow. Oh, Kelly Mendez, thank you. I try. Y'all are really making me smile today. I mean that so much. Okay, so now I'm going to draw a parallel line above the brow, just to give me a shape, a box that I'm working with. Not a literal box, but something to show what you're working with. Forgot my light, y'all. I'm sorry. Is that better? Okay. Going to trace the bone high to the sky, because you want to get it at the highest point of your arch. And just draw a line parallel and connect. And that's it. So I'm going to do a gradient eyebrow. So I'm going to fill the back end darker and the front end lighter. I don't like eyebrows that's like dark to dark. It's like Wicked Witch of the West, like rawr. Don't do that, y'all. Do not get heavy-handed in the front and the back. We're already drawing on some big eyebrows, okay? Okay. So In the meantime, y'all are giving me life right now. Last night I did a live and I was talking about internet dating and telling some stories and a whole bunch of stuff. And the crowd just wasn't ready to participate. Then I told them that it's story time. I'm an open book. While I'm on live, you can ask me whatever you like. And I didn't get any questions. So I just told them my little crazy. I don't do internet dating. Someone tried to force me into it on TikTok on my birthday, a lunatic. Feeling the front end lighter. Now I know some people get fancy and do the straight up and down and this and this and that. First of all, my brow hairs are real fine, so you can't even see it when I do it that way. But secondly, you have to work with what you have. We're working with an LA Colors Dollar Tree pencil. So we still gonna make it look just as good as the fancy. But we just don't have to do all that, okay? Filling the dark end, the back end darker. Yes, Spongy Gold. It's scary to go out online dating. And let me tell you what happened. So it was my birthday. It was this guy. I had met him one time in person. Like we met for the first time in person, not online. And he gonna keep communicating with me online when he moved out of the area. We only saw each other one time in person using my LA Girl Pro Concealer to shape the eyebrows. So he gonna tell me on my birthday if I don't mind giving my name, my address out on the internet, he'll send me dinner and flowers for my birthday. What's so funny, Julie? He said he would send me dinner and flowers for my birthday. First of all, sir, who told you that I was by myself on my birthday? Number one. And number two, who the heck do you think is about to give their address out on the internet? I didn't say that to him though. I very kindly dropped the Cash App link in that message. Did I? And he gonna respond back to me and say, yeah, exactly. It's weird. He gonna respond back to me and say he don't give money to women that he's not dating or that's not in his family. And so I said, and I don't give my address out on the internet. I very kindly gave you the Cash App link that everybody else been using for my birthday. What's the big deal? That's what people do on birthdays these days. So he would rather spend spend the same amount of money on the food, but get my address. Like I'm stupid. Just tracing around the bone again. For him to be an axe murderer and be right down the street ready to pounce on me because I told him my location and I told him that I'm home. The DoorDash person could have been him, for all I know. It's just so dangerous, and we so freely get in the cars with strangers, Lyft, Uber, da 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 da. It's becoming like second nature to people. So, but he's in Hawaii. And he talking about he gonna send me dinner and flowers for my birthday. Sir, if you are a reasonable human being, you would have just accepted the Cash App link and said, well, I get it. No, he had to put stipulations on it. That's why I knew he has a problem. Then he gonna say to me, You took it totally out of context. I didn't mean it that way. What way did you mean it? So then he tried to flip it on me like I'm some angry black woman that can't accept a birthday gift. You know how they do. Y'all know how they do. Okay, so now I'm going to lay on my foundation. Today I'm going to use, first of all, I'm going to use a blending sponge. And second of all, I'm going to just use some CVS makeup today, this L'Oreal True Match. I've really been on this L'Oreal True Match lately. It gives like a velvety finish. It's really good. So I'm going to take one pump to the top of my head, and then I'm going to put it in all the regions of my face. And now I'm going to blend. Blend everywhere. We're doing this the old school way. This is an everyday makeup look. We're not beating ourselves down to go out. We're just doing a quick beat for Facebook and to run to take care of some business. So we don't want it to take 2 hours. You know what I mean? Spongy Gold, you still here? Tell me what you thought about that story. Just getting all the places, all the spots. Now I can see the areas that need a little bit more foundation. Got a few areas that need a little attention. I so appreciate y'all. Wednesday at 5:30, I will be there. Follow me on Instagram at Mahogany Curves Magazine and inbox me so that I can have your info. I'm Mahogany Curves Magazine. So I own Mahogany Curves Magazine, y'all. It's a lifestyle magazine for women. We focus on beauty, fashion, wellness, dating. And I'm also starting a foundation for girls. It's called the Mahogany Girls Foundation. And it focuses on science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So I'm marrying my two worlds together based on my experience and based on my love for fashion. So yes, Mahogany Curves Magazine on Instagram. This not giving for me. This one not giving for me. I don't know, y'all. I might switch my foundation. I know I'm being extra. I'm geared to put on so much stuff, it's not gonna matter. Ain't that right? Okay. So now that I've gotten on a full face of foundation, I'm not gonna press this in yet because I'm gonna bake my face actually. And we already put the setting spray on first, so that takes care of the grease. And we already put the blur stick on, that takes care of the creasing. All right, so now I'm going to highlight my face using this Pro Luxe foundation from Dollar Tree. Y'all go get this, it works. This is some good foundation, and I found it at Dollar Tree, and the setting powder came with it also. What is your blog about, Spongy Glow? Didn't put enough. I always try to be leery of putting too much highlight because then it makes your whole face look light. So I'm going to get the T line all the way down my face. One T, one line, two lines. But there's a little bit of technique in it. So I'm going to stop right here at the forehead. Going to get the bridge of the nose. I want that to be skinny, any. Okay. Now I'm going to get the cheekbones. Oh, good. Thank you for subscribing. Everyone subscribe. And can I get a few likes? Oh, I said I'm hitting the cheekbones now with the highlighter. And a little bit underneath the brow and the eyelid as primer, even though I'm not putting on any shadow today. Bring it all the way down the side of the nose, over the nostril. Now repeat process. We're moving fast, y'all. Oh, what is your blog about, Spongy Go? I like that name, by the way. Very cute. Okay, so now we've highlighted, so now it's time to do some pressing. I hate pressing because I hate that dust gets everywhere, but it's really no way around it. You got to do what you got to do. So I'm using this Prolux Onset powder from Dollar Tree. If you're in the building, let me get a couple of likes. Let me get a couple of likes. Just getting the excess off because it's already going to fall everywhere. And I'm just going to hit all the areas I just highlighted. I'm doing this first because when I do my contour, I don't want to end up wiping it off. I'm not quite an expert, so I'm not an expert. So I'm just an everyday girl who likes to do prissy things, who likes to play in makeup and likes to dress up. That's all. Like the majority of us. Isn't that right, ladies? And men. Ladies and gentlemen. See, it gives you that satiny look when you fish, pets, and food. Oh, I have to watch that. I'll be there to support. My dog died of cancer. Her name was Athena. I can't believe y'all don't have any. Oops, I forgot to do this side of the. Okay. Just pressing it in, not wiping it in. Woo! Michael Jackson. It's gonna change. It's gonna change, okay? Let me get some of this excess off my brows. That is essential. Yes, I'm using a toothbrush. makeup toothbrush I use. It's not called a makeup toothbrush, but I use a toothbrush for that. It works so well. Okay, so now it's time to contour. So I'm going to be using this Le Mercerie contour. I got it from Dollar Tree. It's called Lemercerie. Le Mercerie. And I'm learning that it could be the knockoff brand of Laura Mercier. That's supposed to be an expensive. Okay, so I'm going to hit the sides of the nose as close to the bridge as possible. I'm going to hit the cheekbones where the top teeth and the bottom teeth meet. The sides, the corners of the forehead, and the crease in the chin. I have a cleft in my chin, so I always hit that too.